Streaming live from downtown Buffalo, this is 7 News.
Good evening, I'm Hannah Bueller. The calm before the storm gives local leaders a chance to review their plan of attack. That begins our top 7 at 11 tonight. And the city wants your help in the effort to keep the streets clear once the snow falls. They're asking everyone to follow those winter parking and alternate side restrictions. Many people complained it was too hard to find parking spots after the most recent storm 2 weeks ago. COVID-19 vaccines could soon be available for infants and toddlers. Pfizer plans to seek an emergency use authorization for its 2-dose vaccine for babies as young as 6 months old. The FDA could approve their request by the end of the month. A mother and daughter are recovering. A horse has died after a crash between a car and buggy. State police say this happened in the town of Machias in Cattaraugus County. Police say the 2 people were in the buggy and are in the hospital tonight. They're looking into how this crash happened. A man who killed a teenager with a rock is once again free. Eric Smith was convicted of second-degree murder and served 28 years in prison. He killed 14-year-old Derek Robbie in Steuben County in 1993. A major development project in the North Towns remains on hold. Town leaders in Amherst want to know if and when work at the former Northtown Plaza site can continue. Developers want to turn this into a shopping center, but the site has been empty for the last 2 years. More refugees continue to call Western New York home. The International Institute of Buffalo says the city is now home to 500 Afghan refugees, with more to come. Almost $1 million has been raised to help these families settle in Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills have a new leader on the offense. They have promoted quarterbacks coach Ken Dorsey to offensive coordinator. Dorsey replaces Brian Dable, who just became the head coach of the New York Giants. Dorsey has been with the Bills since 2019.
Hannah, a messy midweek storm still on track, getting itself together over portions of the South and the Midwest. It will cut a swath through the central portion of the nation into the Great Lakes, including Western New York. Snow begins Wednesday evening and shuts off Friday morning. I'll show you how much is going to end up in your backyard straight ahead.
Like it or not, the next storm is coming. It will last a while and leave a lot more snow on the ground by the time it passes through. City leaders in Buffalo are preparing for the storm and hoping to avoid complaints people made about their response to the last one. Our Jeff Rusak shows us the steps they're taking to make sure they and you are ready.
For those who call the city of Buffalo home, images like these are fresh in their mind. School was closed for 2 days. Some side streets were impassable. With all of Western New York in a winter storm watch, Mayor Byron Brown was asked what will be different this time.
For our snow plan to work, it's a partnership. The city has to do its part, but residents have to do their part.
The city cites 2 record-breaking snowstorms in January for the length of their response to clear side streets and insist it was a success given the time it took to get one pass on nearly every street in the city.
That's one of the major lessons learned. We tried to give people some time to do the right thing. In some cases, some vehicles weren't moved for a few weeks. We cannot and will not allow that to happen again. So come day one, if vehicles are not properly moved, we will begin to move those vehicles so plows can get down the street.
Tuesday, the Buffalo Common Council taking their concerns to the Department of Public Works.
It feels like getting to the side streets, by the time we get a plow out there, it's almost, these streets are impassable.
With the depth of snow and how heavy it was on the Martin Luther King Day storm, even some of our bigger plows were getting stuck.
The city's snow removal plan won't change for this next storm. The city urging residents to follow alternate parking on side streets. Jeff Rusak, 7 News, Buffalo.
New at 11, this short stretch of warmer weather could lead to another problem at your home. All of the snow we got 2 weeks ago has nowhere to go, building up on top of your house and business. A day like today produced a little bit of melting, but that could just leave pools of water on the roof. Tomorrow might be your best chance to remove it.
If you have ice buildup issues, don't wait for the ice to melt and then start doing something about it. The best way to do it is clear that snow before it has the chance to melt. This way, you'll have a lot less issues in the next couple of days.
Experts I talked with at ADA say you can climb a ladder and try to clear your roof, but the safer option is a roof rake. A new state report suggests the commitment to Tesla in Western New York has been paid in full. Empire State Development says Tesla has invested more than $1 billion in New York State. Tesla's River Bend facility in South Buffalo was the centerpiece of the Buffalo Billion Project. Tesla says more than 1,600 people work at the plant. New York's indoor mask mandate will be in effect for at least another 9 days. All New Yorkers ages 2 and up must wear a mask at any indoor public venue. The mandate has been in place since December 13th and is currently set to expire a week from Friday. The governor's office is appealing a court decision that ruled the mandate unconstitutional. Another judge has placed a stay on that ruling until a decision on the appeal is made. When asked what it would take to remove the mandate, the governor said, "We are not out of the woods."
I still had to bring in the Department of Defense to help with our staffing issues here in the Bronx and in Coney Island and in Buffalo and Syracuse. So I think that sends a message that, yes, the trends are great. We are optimistic, but also we take this seriously and we're not through it just yet. I'm happy with the trend we're on, but we're not saying it's over.
Governor Hochul says she will look beyond COVID-19 case numbers when determining when the mask mandate will be lifted. The latest numbers from the state show we are close to where we were when the mandate first went into effect. The 7-day case rate, cases per 100,000 people, and number of hospital patients are all higher than they were on December 13th, but all far lower than they were at the peak of the Omicron wave a couple of weeks ago. A former NFL head coach is now suing the league and every single team over the league's hiring practices. Brian Flores says the NFL is, quote, rife with racism. Flores claims he learned the head coaching job with the New York Giants was going to former Bills assistant Brian Daboll even before Flores had interviewed for that position. Sports director Matt Bove looks at the timeline Flores supports his claim.
Yes, Hannah, so the Bills mentioned several times in this 58-page lawsuit, and it really all ties to the New York Giants head coaching vacancy that was eventually filled by former Bills offensive coordinator Brian Daboll. So let's lay out the timeline, give you a little more perspective here. Flores was sent a text from Patriots head coach Bill Belichick, essentially congratulating him for getting the job with the Giants last Monday. That was 3 days before Flores had even interviewed. Belichick thought he was texting Brian Daboll, not Brian Flores. So Flores is essentially saying, among plenty of other allegations, that the Giants had made up their mind before he was even given a chance to interview 3 days later. Now, the NFL has responded tonight. They say these claims have no merit, and everything they do at their core keeps diversity in mind. I am sure, Hannah, this is going to be a story we follow for several weeks. In the newsroom, Matt Bove, 7 Sports.
Matt, thanks. Today is a day Bills fans have been waiting for years. Tom Brady, their nemesis for almost 2 decades, is saying goodbye to the NFL. Brady posted a long message on social media saying it's time to leave the league to the next generation. He thanked a lot of people, but he didn't thank the New England Patriots or their fans in his initial post. A lot of Pats fans were pretty ticked off about this apparent omission.
I can't believe that, and that's quite a long statement, and all of that. Seriously, that's disappointing.
Most Bills fans will not miss playing against Brady. He had a 33-3 record against Buffalo. His last pass against the Bills was a touchdown in overtime in December. As you may remember, there were a couple overtime games this year. Well, there is even more reason to celebrate in Buffalo tonight. A St. Patrick's Day staple is coming back next month. The city of Buffalo is bringing back the St. Patrick's Day Parade down Delaware Avenue. The history of the parade goes back more than 200 years, but the pandemic struck just before the parade in 2020. Last year's event was also canceled. The return of the parade means downtown bars get one of their busiest days of the year back.
It brings people down on the street, and it's not just a couple hours, it goes all day long. Friends, family come out and enjoy the parade. Bars, make enough money to help pay the bills, and especially this year, going back and people are still playing catch up from being closed for 2 years. It's a huge thing to come back to the street, and not only just for the bars, but for people in general in the city of Buffalo.
This year's St. Patrick's Day Parade is Sunday, March 20th at 2 p.m. Coming up next, calming kids' fears. The changes made at one police station, community leaders hope, will make it a little less scary for young children. Plus, keeping classrooms full, the issues that are causing more teachers to leave the profession, and the steps school leaders are taking to keep them from going.